Going live solo, going live solo. What's up, you guys? Jeff isn't here to help me with my lighting, so yeah, it may not look so great. What's up, Megan? What's up, y'all? I know I'm early. It's game day, so early. Anyways, I wanted to try something new today anyways. And I don't know if it's gonna work. I gotta get a cup. I'll be right back. Well, I guess I could use these. So, my football team plays at 7 today, so we're early. Thank you, Roll Tide, to everybody that knows what is up. So, my idea is that what if I could pipe resin kind of like, hi Dawn, I had a great Christmas, thank you for asking. Actually just got a new shampoo, thank you for noticing. So, if you watched my video on my sister's table, then you saw me try to do like veining with basically a Ziploc bag that I cut a hole out of the tip of. So I want to know if like I could pipe words. This is probably a better thing to do if Jeff was here because he knows how to do filigree and line work and all that. And I'm not that great at it, but he's not here. He is hanging out with a friend of his. What's up, y'all? They needed bro time, so whatever. It gives me a quiet house to do arts and answer emails and send out packages. So, my plan, if it goes well, is to do like a crimson like painting and then be able to pipe Roll Tide in it, and it'll stay and not like bleed into the colors. So I don't know if it's gonna work. It may be just a crazy idea, but if it does work, it'll be really cool. Cindy, I'm watching from home so that I can do work at the same time. Grandma Kathy, I didn't know that you were a football fan. This is probably too small of a cup, but we're gonna go with it anyways. Let me find my other viewpoints. Maybe not. There we go. This is a board that I had a painting on. It didn't work out. And then Jeff tried to sand it. And so it's got like some texture down here. And I'm hoping that if I just pour thick resin that you won't be able to see the flaws in the canvas. It's a board. So Vamp, I use the quick coat to do my geode lines because it does harden up a lot faster than the art coat. So maybe I'll get a wild hair and like mix up some quick coat and pipe in quick coat into my art coat layer, if that makes sense. Again, I'm sorry that my cameras aren't like perfect. I don't know how to do that stuff that makes it brighter and darker and all that. Jeff usually does that, but oh well. Oh no, they're like a weird gray color. Hey y'all. anyways, I've got like a billion zillion emails to answer tonight. So if you have written me an email and I haven't answered back yet, be patient. Or if you want to just jump to the head of the line and make sure I don't miss it, just forward your email that you've sent me. Like, forward it again so that I can make sure that I see it. Vamp, that makes sense. I feel like it worked with what I was trying to do at home when I did. My lights are flickering. That's weird. It worked for like piping out like veins. Are y'all even seeing that? Can you see it on camera? It's kind of creepy. I'm gonna have to adjust this. Hi, Doris. Right. So we'll see if this works. I don't know any of the science in and around my theory, but since it did work for just lines, I want to know if it'll, like, if I write letters, if it stays. Right, Amanda? That's awesome, Sandy. Hope he helps me to figure this out so that I can come up with some like helpful thing for you guys. Well, so the lights that were flickering are on a dimmer, and I didn't know if like it was just caught in between, or if there is an in between on a dimmer. Sorry, y'all. I forgot what I was saying. Basically, I had to turn the lights all the way up and to see if it would stop the flickering, and it appears to have stopped. Hopefully it's not too blown out because I don't really know how to fix that. Jasmine, I'm going to try to do it all at once just to see if it works. Obviously, if I did it in separate layers, of course it would basically work because they wouldn't be able to meld with each other because the first layer would be dry. So anyways, I'm going to try to do wet resin piping into wet resin, one layer. Maybe I'm a mad scientist. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. But the first thing we got to do is to do our base painting. So I think what I'm going to do is basically a whole bunch of crimson colors. Hopefully it does work, Jasmine. Hi, JC. What's up, Cryptic? Thank you for that. The piece yesterday turned out neat. The glitters they seem to have, some sank and some floated, so it gave like some interesting dimensions. Ooh, let's not knock everything over. It's actually more teal in person, so the bottom left camera is going to be more accurate, but it's still not that accurate. The video that we put on the Facebook group is the most accurate. I covered up a lot of my first layer though. Next time, note to self, use more transparents. Hi, Tiffany. So I'm gonna put some of the new glitter in this one too. I should probably use a red tint. What is that? Is that strawberry? The problem with using a red tint is that Alabama's colors are crimson, and this is like in your face red, so. Thank you, Amanda. I like just a little bit of sparkle too. Like, I don't want a solid sparkle situation, but I like subtle sparkle. So originally I was thinking I would do like, kind of like the chakra pour that I did. I think I'm going to do that, like a few flip cups, I think. Hi, Sherry. In theory, it should, Gail, so. What's up, Lou? You know, Jen, I did think about that, and I even pulled a bag of the thickening agent. So maybe I will do that. So if you guys don't know, this, hey Amanda Panda, roll tide. This is the thickening agent that comes with the quick coat if you don't get the artist quick coat. If you get the quick coat you initially sold, which is for filling in like knot holes and things for like wood tables or whatever. And that's true, Lou, I did. And it worked well, but I didn't pipe it, so I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. So this comes with the quick coat. That's not the artist quick coat, it's like the pack. And what this does is it makes your resin thicker so that it doesn't like fall through cracks when you're filling them in a table. I hope that makes sense. So, I agree, Amanda. The game hasn't happened yet. It is at 7 p.m., so it's in like 45 minutes. Right, this is $5 more, and right, I think they do put it in for like vertical pouring if you have like a backsplash or a wall you want to do. But you really need to use a mask for this, and I gave all mine out at our last class, so I'm probably just gonna like do this. Just don't let me forget to shield myself when I go to do that, because most likely I will forget. Sandy, I'm gonna use probably a stark white anyways for the piping, so it's not gonna be that bad if it changes color. So the resin that I'm going to start with is Art Coat by Stone Coat. Don't forget that if you want to use Stone Coat and get an awesome discount, you can use the code YALL, Y-A-L-L, all in caps, and that will give you $30 off your $80 order, which is bananas. Resin squish. You mean like putting it in between 2 layers of resin? I hope you mean that. I think that's what you mean. I'm gonna go ahead and divvy out my resin into my mixing cups. I'm gonna use ruby red because this is most like close to crimson tide color. I'm gonna use my new glitter from Just Resin. This is almost like crimson magenta, but I feel like it's perfect. I feel like they need to call this Ruby Slipper, by the way. Hey Kelly, I'm not sure where you came in at, so let me know what you need repeated. I'm also going to use cherry because it's another dark crimson color. Probably use some strawberry in this to just tint the glitter. And I'm going to use a little bit of that black to get some selling, and then I'm going to use Just Resin's titanium white for my piping in theory. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to find out together. Oh, I know. I have like all of the glitters laid out in front of me. It's hard to like not use every single one of them. They're just laying there making eye contact with me. Let's get that out of the way. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. Oh, I know. Kathy, I get lost keeping up with the chat all the time. It appears that I'm going to have to make more resin already. That sounds awesome, Jen. I'm just going to have to figure out how to keep the glitter colors to themselves instead of like melding into the other ones. If you do something like that, you have to really be careful. I am not very elegant right now with this. When we did that all glitter table, the glitter colors kind of got lost in each other because I added too much heat and I tilted it and I just manipulated it so much they kind of got intertwined. All right, more resin. So what are you guys doing this weekend? Jeff and I thought for about a second about going to surprise one of our friends that's out of town. Paula Wall. But I checked on like last minute flights and y'all, you would think that like they would try to fill up planes for like last minute flights, but apparently it's more expensive. Hi Diane, how are you feeling today? So the first time around I made about 9 ounces. I'm making another 9 ounces. Haven't you been packing for a while, Vamp? I hope you have help. I would help you if I was there. Ida, that sounds fun. Y'all, I just got insurance. I feel like an actual adult. Like health insurance, which included dental, which I'm super excited about because I find that to be the most expensive thing in my life other than purchasing paint. No, thank you, Diane. I hope you're okay and feeling better at least. Hi, Donna Wild. How are you? We haven't started the commission piece. We'll be doing that tomorrow. The opening got pushed back. To like the 10th, I think, so. Oh, that's awesome, Kathy. I wish I could have been there, but work. It is important to have insurance, and when all that happened with our friend Laura, it really like made me nervous. I never really had insurance because generally speaking, I'm healthy. I don't smoke. I don't do any drugs. I've never broken anything. And so I was like, meh, I'm good. And then I checked on like Obamacare like way back when it first came out, and they wanted to charge me like $500 a month, and I was like, absolutely not. It was just too expensive. For some reason, I found one that was more affordable this year. And I didn't want to get, like, what if, you know, we're traveling a lot now. We're going back to Australia and all that, going to Vegas. And I was like, I can't risk, like, being caught out of country without insurance. So I did the grown-up thing. Okay, stir Stix. If I have any. I packed up everything to take to my parents' house to do like Jessica's thing, her table, so I'm like still looking around for what I need. Still need a cup. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Angie, thank you. Really appreciate that. Nikki, it doesn't look like we have a Melbourne venue yet, but it's not completely out of the question yet, so hopefully that squares up. Okay. Let's get down to arting. So first color is Ruby Red. It's one of my favorite reds. It's one of those like I wish it was a lipstick type reds. Which one are y'all gonna be able to see it best in? This one. It's not gonna focus, but it's beautiful. Goodness, seems like all of y'all are not feeling well. I'm sorry. So this is going to be my main color. Probably going to need 2 of them at least. I know the ruby is one of my all-time favorite reds for sure. The overhead is working best. Gotcha. Thank you. Yeah, I think even in other countries where healthcare is free, it's ultimately paid for in taxes. So what exactly is free? You know? So after mixing this ruby, it's kind of a little bit got a, like a magenta tinge to it. So I might drop something into this. Then again, I think I'm going to leave it because I'm going to use these other 2 crimsonish colors, these other 2 reds, and I don't want them all to be too similar. So we're just going to leave it. I know this glitter red is everything. So the next color is, put this off my hand. Next color is Cherry. It's by Color Obsession as well. Ugh, can't get it open. Hey, Kayla. Of course, I can't get it open. This is ridiculous. Okay. Crisis averted. So, of all of the pastes from Color Obsession, not many of them have like a transparent quality to them. This is one of them though. Keep that in mind if you order the Cherry. It doesn't go full opaque. I think I'm going to do 2 of this color as well, because it's going to darken up the palette. Cindy, how horrible. What happened? What did I miss? I still haven't figured out what makes this glitter unique, but I do know that it's gorgeous. So even if it isn't groundbreaking, it's still going to be something that you guys are going to love. So Speechless, you need opaque colors. I think you might be right, Kathy. West Virginia. That sounds fun. All right, glitter next, right? So I'm so excited. Sandy, they make a flooring resin, Stone Coat does. I'm actually getting some to do Judy's poorhouse. If they don't call this Ruby Slippers, I don't know what they're gonna use. Maybe, Jen, because some of them did float. Not all of them. A lot of it did sink, but I want to make, after pouring that in here, I just realized I want to make an hourglass with glitter. I feel like that's way more my speed than just regular sand. I'm sorry, Cindy. I hope he feels better. Absolutely speechless. So I'm like mixing this in very carefully because I don't want a glitter explosion in my face. That would be not a good time. Ooh. How fun. It is, as you can see on this popsicle stick, a little bit thin. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. Because what is too much glitter? Hope this is the same. It wasn't. Almost mixed in the wrong glitter. Just a nice, healthy chunk of that. So nice. I may not add that tint to it just so that it doesn't disrupt the color of this glitter, actually. That's more like it. It looks like that car paint. You may have to mix extra of that too. Okay. Hi, Maria. I was reading that and wasn't paying attention. Oops. So, that sounds exciting, Patty. Don't worry about us. We'll be here when you get back. So, I don't want to use too much of that black. As you guys know, it will 100% take over. And that's not what we want. We just want just enough to make it opaque. I forgot to put the tip on this. I don't know where it is, so I've clogged the tip of this. But nothing a hot needle can't cure. Ooh, Jen, I bet that's pretty. Nice and opaque. I'm gonna have to mix it up like this so I don't spill too much of it and get a complete mixture. I'm actually gonna need more black than just this little cup, so I'm just gonna half it and make more of it. Probably gonna need more than that even, but worry about that later. Cindy, that is brilliant. I did not think that. What's up, sour cream? So, hopefully it's a very good game tonight. I am worried because the end of our last game, we ended up playing 2 quarterbacks. I'm not going to bore you guys with sports if that's not your deal. Anyways, that's what I have on the brain right now. I'm excited about this pour too. Sorry the prep is taking so long. So I have ruby, cherry, ruby slippers glitter, and that black. Oh, that's great, Jenny. Is your mom in here right now? I will tell her hi. So, where's my bigger cups? I'm tempted to add just a little bit of white into the... I don't want to do that because then it'll get convoluted with my piping, assuming that works. So, let's get started. I'm going to put black down first. I'm not sure why. That's probably a bad idea, actually. And I'm pouring thick, like layers, because I feel like if it's a thin layer, then your color may get lost and it may end up too busy. So that's my theory. I don't know that that's actually a thing though. Except for the black, because I don't want it to take over. I'm doing thinner layers, but everything else is a thick layer. Also, when doing a dirty pour, you don't want your paint to sit in the dirty pour cup for too long, because I feel like when it's in here, the different weights and things are going to create some kind of mixing between the colors, and it may like convolute what you got going on in there. And I don't know if this glitter is going to get lost in here once it's poured out. So I'm going to save some of it to just keep in the cup and do like lines if I need to later. That's awesome, Jenny. What's up, Clara Lawrence? I know, Kathy, that glitter is bananas. Next day, Daphne, this is a board. Janice, I sent you an email letting you know that I'm checking in on all that. I hope you got that email from me. So this is going to be a dirty pour, and I'm going to do another one as well, because that's not going to cover all of this, obviously. Oh, some soaps. It was so much fun making soaps with my sister. She's sorry, y'all. She's very creative. She doesn't paint. She likes making useful, crafty things, which is awesome. She's always been that, the type that makes useful art. She's also completely brilliant. She's paralegal in the Air Force. She is currently an E7 rank. That aside. Oh, I'm sorry. I will address it though. Promise you I'll get it fixed. Oh yeah, Jessica loves that table, and I'm so glad. You know, when people see resin on like the internet and stuff, they have a certain idea of how they want it, and if it doesn't turn out that way. But, you know, some people get upset if it doesn't like turn out like they have it in their head. So it's always a relief when you do something resin for somebody and it turns out like they expected it to, as well as how you expected it to turn out. Hope that made sense. Hi, Dawn. Right, she is gonna need new chairs. I have a call-in with them, Amanda. It's during holiday season, so they haven't gotten back with me about your package, but I did reach out to them, and they said that they were going to call me back and let me know what they find out. Because you're right, it should have been there by now. You don't, I mean, you live a couple hours away. Right, Jen? I think Jeff had the same experience because he's very controlling when it comes to his artwork. He wants to know, you know, he wants it to be exactly how it has it in his head. And if it doesn't, he gets upset. Y'all know. So, let's put these aside. Now, I'm going to put a thin layer of clear down as I usually do. But this may be even a thinner layer than normal because I want what I put down to move as little as possible. And if you have a lot of resin down, the more it's going to move. So this is going to be a super, super thin layer. And I do have drips down from where I was mixing my colors together, but you're not going to be able to see it because basically everything's super opaque or intermingling with opaque things, so it doesn't really matter. Not gonna be able to see it anyways. But since we are doing a dirty pour, I want the resin to flow as smoothly as possible, and to do that you have to have something down first, or it's just gonna skirt and not flow evenly or nicely. And since I have resin in my cups for the dirty pour already, you want to move kind of fast so that it doesn't do too much on its own in there. Y'all, I'm running out of space on this table. This beautiful, lovely, huge table that Laura sent us. Running out of space. If you have a hard time moving your resin around, just hit it with a little bit of heat. That'll thin it up. But for this piece, we are going to use as little heat as possible. But then again, I am going to do this dirty pour thing, so. What's up, Sharon? Holly, you don't have to be good at makeup to be good at artwork. I should have spray painted this black since I'm using black base, but oh well. That's like saying because I'm good at resin I should be able to airbrush, but they're not the same thing, you know? So I think I'm gonna do one this way and one this way just to that part's so nerve-wracking to me. So I'm going to do one this way and one this way. I'm not sure why, but I feel like there's reasons. I can't remember how I did this. Is just resin in the house? Okay. So to give this time to fall in the cup, I'm gonna just touch these edges a little bit with the black. Mallory, I don't have anything pokey. I don't think. Well, I've got Yes, I do. I've got these tweezers that I'm pretty sure I almost poked a hole in my finger with. Let's heat this up. Ugh. Swear I'm a genius sometimes. No! Ungenius. Take it back. This glitter's taking over and I'm not mad about it. Yeah, Tony, hairdryer will work with resin. Right, Holly? I used to pluck my eyebrows like nobody's business. All right. Try that again. Just get it to where the tip is orange. Poke a hole in that bad boy. But I'm holding it down this time so I don't have the same mishap. This time I'm gonna do a controlled drag. Okay, hard part's done. Mary, the glitter is Amazingness by Just Resin. This color, none of the colors are named yet, but I'm pretty sure Just Resin, you need to call this one Ruby Slippers. It's the darker of the reds that you sent. Can you guys even see that, or is it too dark? I feel like it's very dark. See if I can brighten it up just real quick for y'all. Nope. There. Yes, Ruby Slippers. Thank you, Jasmine. So there we go with those guys. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those away so they don't leak all over my table. What's up, Rusty? So I'm just gonna fill in a little bit of that black around some of the edges. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to have some kind of cell effects. Cell effects? Seemed like a good name for term. And just let those drain out a little bit. I'm gonna keep these on the side in case I need to mix more black. All right, I do have some of these reds left over, so I'm just gonna fill in these white areas. With just pops of color. And of course I have some of that amazing glitter left over, so I'm gonna run some of that through. Okay. Yes, Linda. So I'm only hitting it with enough heat to kind of pop my bubbles. I don't want to make it too thin because it's a lot of resin and it will run off, and I didn't check to see if this was level because I'm a genius. So Lou, in person it's basically bananas. That's fantastic, Jen. Thank you, Clara. totally have to, Jen. So I am going to tilt this, so a lot of this is going to fall off the sides, but I need to do that to get the colors to interact with one another a little bit more. I will just scoop up the excess and do a coaster something. I just need to create a little bit more movement. Oh. What an awesome troll. Sorry, you guys. I haven't had a troll problem in a long time. I thought we were past that, but I guess not. Oh, thanks, sour cream. Seriously? I'm sorry, y'all. Nice. A little bit of this white is breaking through. Jasmine, it does not happen regularly, and I sincerely apologize for that. We had a troll problem a long time ago, and honestly, we haven't had issues in like a long time. And I'm so sorry for anybody that was offended by any of that. Again? I'm so sorry, you guys. Jen, this is ridiculous. I'm so sorry, you guys. I know, Kathy, they haven't been in for so long. I'm sorry, all the mods. Right? I assume so. It's ridiculous. Somebody has serious issues. Jasmine, they do it to anybody that's live. It doesn't really have much to do with our account. Some people are bored, and for some reason that's what they do for entertainment. Not sure. I don't know what goes on in these people's brains. Not a whole lot, I'm sure. Right. So, I know. So sorry, y'all. Oh well. Get some cryptic. Jen, you guys are on top of it. I appreciate you, and I apologize to everybody else that they probably offended. So, let's see. I don't think I can turn the chat off once I'm in. Yeah, I can't turn the chat off. Angie, I will look into that. Anyways, back to the arting. No, they don't like target my feed. They just pick someone and then do that during the whole, until they run out of accounts, basically. And then they pick someone else to go bother. Oh, I know. I have the best mods. They definitely take care of those types of issues. Which reminds me, can all of the mods send me an email? I have a Christmas present for you guys. So I sent out a discount code yesterday for everybody that's subscribed on our website. We gave everybody 10% off code. So if you're not subscribed, please do so you can know when we have discounts running. After I get some of this artwork flowing, I'm going to take a video so that you guys can see the true brilliance of this glitter and these colors. Right, Tina? Unfortunately, anybody with an email address can set up a YouTube account and just bother people. So I like the subtlety of this piece, but I am looking for like just some cells. So that's why I put a couple of black veins down. Just so I can get some of that, just a little bit of that effect. In the piece. Running out of room again. Hi sis, how are you doing? My sister's in the room. Want to show you guys a little bit of what's going on. I don't know if that's too dark. Just a little bit of cells off the side. This is the most dedicated troll that I've had, so I'm still very sorry for that, y'all. Okay. Thank you, Mary. So now it's time to mix up my, I lied. I'm gonna do just a couple of like glitter veins, just to see if it works and what it looks like. Okay. I know, I hope they're as dedicated to like their job as they are trolling on YouTube. They will be a very successful and valued employee. I wish I could just like block my feed from accepting any new people. know if that's a thing. Just a little bit of that white showing through, so there we go. So I'm pretty happy with how this looks right now, so we're going to mix up our quick coat. Now I'm changing gloves because I had red paint on those gloves, and I want the white that I make to be troll slaughter, right, Mary? I want the white that I make to be pure and not have any red in it, because if I mix the white and it has any red in it, it'll turn into a pink color. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate y'all's patience with the trolls so much. Y'all don't even know. So let's get our this and our quick coat that is somewhere. I know. And I know it's not going to take a lot, and I can't even work with it for that long. But, right? I'm going to need a drink after all of that, too. No, Jasmine, I have, I don't think they really like target for when like African Americans are in the room or any other race. I think they just know that it's offensive and they like to cause an uproar, and so they just pick a feed and until they like use up all of their fake accounts, like until they all get blocked out of one live feed. I think they just keep on. And it's unfortunate. Because it's uncalled for. And it is offensive to a lot of people. No matter what race you are. And that's what they're going for. Just, you know, it must be sad and lonely in their mom's basement, and maybe they're I don't know. They didn't get what they wanted for Christmas, and now they're taking it out on other people. Yeah, you just gotta ignore it. Anyways, I'm digging the glitter. Is Just Resin still in here? So I can ask him if it's supposed to sink or float, because it looks like it's both. It sinks and floats. Oh, it is game time. It's fine. Jenny, what it is that I'm going to, if you've ever watched it like a cake making video, they pipe like buttercream, and so Lynn, I don't know, it depends on what you want on it. Just shoot me a text, we can talk about it. Anyways, to pipe means I'm going to like put it in a bag and like design what I, so hard to say, like explain. Good idea, Laura. Yeah, all the mods can have like a different action. Someone mute, someone delete, and someone report. Anyways, I'm gonna put it in a bag and like squeeze out a design, and in this case it will be Roll Tide. I gotcha. Oh, I know, Lynn, I'm sorry. I've been doing all the things, but I've also not been paying attention to the fact that this is quick coat and I need to hurry. Oh, really? Okay. So with quick coat, you have not a long time. To work with it, because it will thicken up on you, which is kind of the reason I'm using it for this project, is because I want it to set up and not really mingle with something. My other cut, my like reds. So, got to do this with a little bit of a hurry. I don't have time to mix in the thickening agent, but that's okay because this seems super thick anyways. So, for a minute, I'm not going to be looking at the screen. Thank you, mods, for handling all of the crazies, and thank you to everybody that's still in here and isn't upset too bad about all of the bad things. The mods are doing an awesome job keeping those at bay. So I mixed in some titanium white with my quick coat, and I'm just pouring it all into this Ziploc bag that I have over here that's propped up in another cup that just like stands it upright for me to be able to get everything in it. So now I have it all down to one side. I'm gonna cut just the tip off so that it's it'll come out how I want it to, which I think I cut too big of a hole, but we'll see. So let's see how we're gonna do this. It's gotta be quick, it's gotta be in cursive, and I gotta get a move on. All right, there you have it. So, I should have like drawn it out first. Now I have like nothing here. Maybe you could do a couple exclamation points. I could lend, but I would have to get, I would need help. Right, Wanda? Let's see. Let's see. There. So let's hit it with just a little bit of heat. We don't want to do too much, obviously. We just want to pop any bubbles that are coming up. Fill them in. Okay. I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, I don't know that that's a thing. Now I have a dot that's right there, so see if we can fix that. And now I've just tilted it to come back that way. Let's see if we can push that down. And push this back in. Just to shape it a little bit. And drop some of my overflow on top of this part. That way it's a little bit of all the colors so it won't stand out. Here we go. And shape this a little bit as well. Oh, you want the toss? Gotcha. So I've tilted it just slightly so that it stretches back this way, hopefully, because my board wasn't level. That's okay. We'll make it work, right? Right. So Roll Tide is like a thing for my football team. Just means go team, basically. So I'm gonna get my phone out and take a video so that you guys can see what it looks like on something on Facebook. What's really interesting is that there's a halo around the Roll Tide, and I'm not 100% what that's from. The only thing I can think of, it's because I have that black in the piece. So far it looks like you can pipe with resin. And I know Jeff's gonna find this technique to be very interesting and try it on himself. That sounded weird. it is not still live, the code for my website. I love those glitter veins that we decided to add there at the end. So far, Judy! It looks like piping resin is possible. It's not entirely difficult, and it turns out rather well, I think. So true colors from the current live feed, piping resin. Okay, so it's true. Can't stop Troll Patrol Mod Squad. So I'm gonna move this now that it's setting over to the dust-free zone. Night, Diane. I hope you sleep well and you feel better tomorrow. Okay. So, pretty pumped about this piece, y'all. I hope you are too. And I know my dust-free zone is level, but it is quite a walk to get to it. So I'm going to be sure to wipe off the bottom over here so I don't track resin all over my house. Cool, cool. Or on Cujo. Be right back, y'all. Coming back, coming back, coming back. Whew. Okay. So now it looks like I have slaughtered somebody. I'm just gonna see if I can dip a couple coasters. Because why waste all this loveliness? If you guys are new to the channel, I'm a big advocate on using all of your resin, waste not, want not, and if you do shows or art festivals or anything like that, coasters is a great way to generate income because people always want to buy something but can't always afford a big piece of artwork, but do a whole bunch of coasters anytime you have leftover resin, put a $5 price tag on them. You'd be surprised how much you will sell. Sulu, I use Quick Coat for the lettering because I know it'll set up super fast, and I want it to set up as fast as possible, so I risk the risk of the design, the lettering moving will be less time it has to move, the better when you want your lines to stay. For example, letters. That's the reason why I did it. Obviously, you could use the regular resin, and if you're not comfortable with quick coat because you do have to work really fast, then by all means use the art coat. Of course, Vamp, please send me an email so I don't forget. I was thinking about adding glitter to them, Vamp. Is that okay? Like just sprinkling it on top? The 007 Silver is by Color Obsession. It is not yet available, but should be by like a couple weeks into the new year. Just wanted to make sure, Vamp. Strawberry jam, right? Kind of looks like it. I would pipe on the coasters, but Vamp wants them, so. And I don't know that Vamp is an Alabama fan. You never know. I should have known better than to ask Vamp if more glitter was okay. Bye, Miss Bouvier. Have a great night. Bye, Sharon. Have an awesome night. These are very subtle, elegant, but there's always room for more glitter, in my humble artistic opinion. Laura, you can sand your tiles. I didn't. I haven't had a problem with, sorry, my nose is running. I haven't had a problem with my resin peeling off of the tiles, but if you have had that problem, then absolutely prime them. I wouldn't sand them because sanding glazed coaster is difficult. I would just spray it with a priming spray paint, or use a bonding primer like house paint. The colors I used were titanium white from Just Resin, that black from Stone Coat. I also used Color Obsession Cherry and Color Obsession Ruby Red. I also used Just Resin's brand new glitter. It's not quite available yet, but I think they should call the color that I used Ruby Slippers. We'll see what they actually end up calling it. All right, Jen, what glitter should I add? More of the red, a brighter red? Hi, Julie. Bye, Welsh. Have a good night. Thank you, Robin. Laura, this is not Recollections. This is actually from Just Resin. It's their brand new glitter. It's not named yet. It's not available yet, but they're in the room, so hopefully I can carry it soon. So only red glitter, so that limits me to 2 of them. Good luck in the game, Linda. So this is the lighter red. I'm gonna add some of these bad boys in there. Just a couple of like pixie lines of glitter. Never hurt anybody. Right, Judy? Some of it does sink, Laura. I think it depends on if it's broken the surface tension of the resin. If it's on the top, it'll stay on the top, and once it's in, it may sink. It's just my initial observation. I can like make a like do one in a mold and see what it does. It's awesome, just resin. Murder coasters. Does that mean I can mix some black glitter into this vamp? All right, Jen. So what are y'all doing for New Year's? So when I add glitter like this, I'm basically just slowly turning my, like pushing, not resin, what is it called? Glitter through my fingers so that it's like a slow application. I think someone just found Jeff's glasses he just lost. Which is awesome. I think I'm going to add another line of glitter, but this one is going to be the initial. Yes, Doris, I will do a close-up of the coasters. The initial glitter as well. Wunderbar. So let me get some more gloves on so I can show you a close-up of these bad boys. I can pick one up. It's just all the glitters. I think I'm gonna add a little bit, like one more black through them because it's just off, I feel like. Hopefully it doesn't move too much during setting up. Beautiful. Woo! I thought I just dropped all this black glitter. Did not. Bye, Nikki. Have a good night. So. The black and the red kind of mixed together. So the base color is super, super dark. I'll put a video of these guys on the group as well. These still don't look as awesome as they do in person on video. I'll be really excited for you to see these in person, Vamp. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Linda, I will be putting a clear coat on top of them so that all the glitter is sealed in for sure. Oh, hi, little man. Is it your time? Yep. Oh, thanks, Lou. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the video tonight. I will post in a couple hours how the piped piece turns up, because it'll be, well, the white that we did, the piped white, will be set up. So he's good today, Rusty. Thank you for asking. Natasha, the feedback on the glitter so far is that everybody wants them like yesterday. So whenever you're ready to start selling them, let me know, because everybody loves them. Aww. Thanks, Jen. He is feeling better. He just doesn't want to get set down. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. Read all these things so that you can know how to reach us, what we're doing, what we're into, all of this. You can reach us in all these places. I gotta go watch my game and start answering more emails. Excuse me. So if you have sent me an email and I haven't responded yet, and you think it may have been like lost or filtered out, please forward that email back to me so that I can make sure I address every email. I don't want to miss or overlook anything. Something. Right, I know they're going to sell out super fast. Mauve. I have Galaxy Mauve. Silky Mauve. I will, absolutely, Miss Janice. Thank you, Daphne. Just Resin. Make sure not to let me forget to add Silky Mauve on my next order, which I'll be putting in super soon. Oh, Megan, I gotta go watch that game, but only after I take the pup out. You ready to go outside? You ready to go outside? Yeah, I know it. Anyways, I know, isn't Galaxy Mauve bananas? Anyways, I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. If you try the piping, you don't have to use the quick coat, but if you do, cool. If not, it'll still work. I only did it to make sure that the odds of my letters melting into the background is as little chance of that happening as possible, because it's going to set up quicker than the rest of it. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Be kind to one another. You never know what someone's going through. Be kind first, ask questions later is always the best way to go. I'm sure there's other things I meant to tell you guys and I've completely lost it, but oh well. Loved it tonight, you guys. Thank you for tuning in and seeing what we're up to. Shoot me an email if you have any questions. Thornton@artisttilldeath.com. 2 T's, 2 L's. I forgot that we did these the other day. I'm sorry, you guys. ADD just kicked in. You remember when we did these right before we left? These coasters. Ow. Now that I have resin on my hands, I want to see if they look like stained glass. Bear with me for just a second because it's all inks and glitters. Y'all. Bama scored. Whoop, whoop. How fun is that? It's got a little bit of glitter on it, not much. But it was done with tints and our brand new see-through coasters. They are available on the website, I believe. Anyways, how stained glassy is that? I bet, like, if I put it in the sun. Can y'all see the colors on my hands? Wait. How fun. I'm gonna hang some of these in my window and see what happens. Red side down. I'm sure it'll show more. Ooh! Bananas. Anyways. I gotta take Moo out and watch my game and answer some emails, but super pumped with how tonight's video turned out. I didn't add heat to them. I love watching that first, like, wave of bubbles pop. Weird, I know. Anyways, mods, don't forget to shoot me an email so I can get you your Christmas presents. And what's today? Saturday. I will see you guys tomorrow at our regularly scheduled time. Till then, thanks for tuning in, y'all. Bye. Moo said bye.